What if I told you that every selfie, every like, and every post is reshaping the way you see yourself, and not for the better? These digital interactions are subtly influencing your self-worth and identity, often without you even realizing it. Social media has given us a window to the world, but it's also turned that window into a mirror. A mirror that reflects not just our faces, but our insecurities and desires for approval. A mirror that's teaching us to value the wrong things. We're learning to measure our worth in likes and comments, rather than real-life achievements and personal growth. It's not just about connection anymore, it's about validation. The constant need for approval is driving us to seek external validation over internal satisfaction. And the most vulnerable to this new culture? Our younger generation. They are growing up in a world where their self-esteem is increasingly tied to their online presence. Are we unknowingly grooming a world of narcissists? Let's find out. Join us as we explore the impact of social media on our self-perception and mental health. Social media promised us connection, yet it has done something far more insidious. It's created a culture where self-worth is measured by followers, likes, and shares. And this isn't just affecting how we spend our time. It's fundamentally altering our identities, especially for the younger generation. Narcissism isn't just vanity. It's an inflated sense of self-importance, a craving for attention, and a lack of empathy for others. But how has social media created fertile ground for this personality trait? By rewarding us with instant gratification for shallow actions. A perfect post, a witty comment, or a viral trend. For teenagers, whose identities are still forming, social media has become both a stage and an audience. Studies show that constant exposure to idealized lives and unattainable beauty standards is contributing to higher levels of anxiety and depression. But it's not just self-esteem that's taking a hit. Social media teaches teens to prioritize appearances over authenticity, a cornerstone of narcissistic tendencies. Here's the science. Every notification, like, or comment triggers a dopamine rush in the brain. It feels good, so we post more, scroll more, and crave more. This feedback loop trains us to seek validation externally, rather than developing a strong sense of self internally. And for young people, this means their self-worth is becoming increasingly dependent on the opinions of others. The consequences are real. Teens are reporting lower satisfaction in their personal relationships. Friendships are becoming performative, less about genuine connection and more about curated posts. Even worse, the constant chase for validation is leaving many young users burnt out and disconnected from who they really are. It's easy to point fingers at the younger generation, but let's be honest. This culture of narcissism isn't limited to teens. Adults are falling into the same traps, posting for clout, oversharing personal milestones, and turning every moment into content. So are we all becoming narcissists? Or is there a way back to authenticity? Ancient philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle had much to say about self-worth and the human condition. Their teachings have transcended time, offering wisdom that is still applicable in our modern lives. These great thinkers explored the depths of human nature, providing insights that can help us navigate our own struggles today. Socrates believed in the importance of self-knowledge and introspection. He famously said, "Know thyself," urging individuals to look within and understand their true nature. This practice of self-reflection is crucial for personal growth and finding inner peace. Plato warned against the dangers of seeking external validation, emphasizing the need for inner virtue. He believed that true happiness comes from within, not from the approval of others. In a world obsessed with social media likes and followers, his message is more relevant than ever. Aristotle spoke of eudaimonia, a state of flourishing achieved through virtuous living. He taught that by cultivating our virtues and engaging in meaningful activities, we can achieve a fulfilling and happy life. These timeless teachings remind us that true self-worth comes from within, not from the fleeting approval of others. By focusing on our inner virtues and personal growth, we can find lasting happiness and fulfillment. In today's social media age, these lessons are more relevant than ever. The constant comparison and need for validation can lead to stress and dissatisfaction. By turning to the wisdom of ancient philosophers, we can find a path to true contentment. By looking inward and cultivating our inner virtues, we can break free from the cycle of narcissism and find genuine fulfillment. Embracing these ancient teachings can help us lead more meaningful and balanced lives in the modern world. Breaking free starts with awareness. Limit screen time. Focus on real-life relationships. It's about making conscious choices every day. Start small by setting specific times to check your phone. Gradually, you'll find it easier to disconnect and engage more with the world around you. Turn off those notifications and remember, you don't need likes to validate your worth. Each moment you spend away from the screen is a moment you gain in real life. Embrace the freedom that comes with it. If we teach the younger generation and ourselves to value substance over appearances, we can reverse this troubling trend and reconnect with what truly matters. It's about fostering genuine connections and experiences that enrich our lives. Social media isn't inherently bad, but how we use it determines its impact. Use it mindfully and purposefully. Share moments that inspire and uplift rather than seeking validation. Let's reclaim it as a tool for connection rather than a stage for narcissism. Use it to strengthen bonds, not to create superficial ones. The power is in your hands. What will you do differently today? Take the first step towards a more balanced and fulfilling life. The choice is yours.